Start with the latest with the January 6th Capitol riot defendants and their legal drama. Jacob Chansley, the so-called QAnon Shaman, was sentenced to 41 months in prison for his role in the insurrection.
Chansley, one of the most infamous faces of the Capitol riot, was not surprisingly one of the government's first arrests just 3 days after the insurrection.
I see why he wore that fur hat. His hairline is staging its own insurrection. Life comes at you fast when you make yourself the face of a national embarrassment. Blending in is how you get away with any crime. It's hard to do that when you're raging on national television. In Parliament Funkadelic cosplay, Chansley didn't go quietly, giving a 30-minute statement where he compared himself to Jesus and Gandhi while taking responsibility for his actions at the Capitol. Now, I am glad he's taking responsibility, but yeah, why don't you go ahead and keep Jesus and Gandhi's names out of your mouth, because they never tried to overthrow a government in leftovers from the Spirit Halloween dumpster. Now let's go to Havre de Grace, Maryland. Pride of the great Cal Ripken Jr. because somebody collected baseball cards, and home of Billy Ripken because somebody collected dirty baseball cards. With a story that proves if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. During a weekend video shoot, the Susquehanna Hose Company's fire rescue boat and dive team was demonstrating rescue scenarios where they saw a car drive in the Susquehanna River and had to save the driver. Wow, things went from training video to rescue documentary in a hurry. No one could tell them they're not good at their jobs. They just proved it in real time. Now, I do have questions about how this driver ended up in the water, though. I'll assume it was a medical emergency and not day drinking at brunch. But he did choose the right pier to drive off of, so he had that going for him. They're going to have to use this training video for the rest of time. I mean, how can they top it? Nothing scripted can compare to the real thing, even if they brought in James Cameron to direct, because then it would be 3 hours long. Finally, let's wrap up with a story that involves DC sports, as well as one of the most successful rappers to emerge from this area. Wale will perform at halftime of the Washington football team's Monday Night Football game, but one of the songs he's performing is titled "Sue Me," which isn't sitting well with some of the women involved in the NFL's investigation into Washington's toxic work culture.
I was just sort of taken aback by the name of the song. I felt that it was an interesting announcement with everything going on. So to see a song called "Sue Me" being announced as the halftime performance for the Inspire Change game was a little tone deaf, in my opinion.
Oh, I get it. This team specializes in tone deaf. That's their brand. It's the reason why we don't have a name yet. Now, I listened to Sue Me, and it actually has a great message. I also understand why people are on high petty alert. Dan Snyder and them always choose the path of most resistance when it comes to PR. Now, the only reason I don't think they did it on purpose is because I doubt Dan Snyder listens to Wale in his free time. Now, if it was a Ted Nugent song called "Sue Me," then yeah, he definitely meant it. But it's easy to just do Lotus Flower Bomb instead. But it's not Wale's fault that the team's front office has a terrible reputation and their emails are getting people fired. I do hope the performance goes well so we can at least get one kind of win on Monday.